Alrighty. Keep forcing it. Well, Flood Killer, you never took an antagonistic attitude. I don't think ever, even once. I'm sure you got frustrated by all the pushback and everything. I know that's the thing that'll happen with contributions is like, say nobody's particularly excited with the idea initially. Like, I don't think Flood Killers or Gnolls generated a lot of initial excitement at first. So the idea can kind of sit around for a long time, and that can get pretty annoying for a contributor. But when everybody's volunteering their free time, if it feels like work to all those people who might look at the patch and refine the idea, you know, they're not necessarily having fun either. And so once an idea sort of hits like this critical point where it's good enough, then you'll see all the other devs maybe start to jump in and do something with it. And it can go from like languishing to, it just needs to get over that hump where like enough of the devs sort of get happy with the way the feature is looking, and then a bunch of help will happen there and it will get merged. Ideally it can work like that. I would say both Gnolls and Wujian were highly likely to not make it in, but they did manage to make it in at the end. Wujian will be going through some other changes though. I think there's probably some issues with wall jump that need adjustment. I think Gnolls everybody's pretty happy with right now. I haven't heard any huge complaints. I mean, when I say everybody, I don't mean literally everybody, but as far as like the dev team is concerned. Yeah, players will play anything. If like working on this project for years has taught me anything, is that players will play pretty much anything. You just give them something to play, they will try it. They may not try it all that much after a while, but they will definitely play it just to have something new to play. And you'll always find somebody who likes the thing, no matter how how bad it may be. You'll always find somebody who likes it. If you're familiar with Maibi, captain of the second place tournament, or I'm sorry, captain of the first place team, the clan in the tournament, every time I bring up anything in IRC, his response is, Gamba Funk, I'll play that, I'll play test that. And I'm like, you would, Maibi, what a shock. So I would start asking him like, Maibi, if I designed a species that it damages itself every time you move and can't wear equipment, would you play test it, Maibi? And he's like, well, I'd play test it. Really? Yeah. The more awful it is, the more they want to play test it. If for nothing else, just for the memes. I mean, that was the whole thing when we had stat lock Gnolls in. Everybody thought that they were pretty terrible and unfun, so I think Hellmonk created this Shabrados challenge, which I believe he and other... I think it's called Shabrados challenge. Oh no, it was just called Gnoll challenge, which is sadly no longer relevant. Gnoll of Che, yeah. Because Che was in Statlock Gnolls he didn't increase your stats. So you would worship Che and you would get the conduct, but you would get no stat increase. The only thing Che was giving you in exchange for the slow movement was his invocable abilities. And that meant that Gnolls of Che were especially awful. So that was a challenge for a while, and a bunch of people played it. I think a few people won it. Yeah, there's a command. Might still exist. Oh, I broke the command. I removed the keyword. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, a few people won that. I think Yermak might have even won it too. I might be wrong about that. Doot. This always happens if people ask me questions. You'll notice that my multitasking ability is kind of terrible when it comes to playing Crawl. Because I play with a really slow, like, attentive style these days because I'm trying to just not lose games. So that means I just stop moving, but that's alright. Any morgue files from winning games? Yeah, you can see the morgue file from a winning game. Here's the last, actually that won't work. You can query a game with the bot. If you want to know how to do basic bot commands, see this little guide for Beam, and you can get Beam to spectate you in Tiles chat so you can try these commands. But there's a command called log that just does that, adds that -log argument essentially for you. That's my last one, but so you can look. My previous game before that, like my last 7 games are wins, so you can just query them, but you can add 1 for looking only at 1 games. A lot of those characters are kind of weird, so they may or may not be helpful for you, depending on what you're trying to do. Pack is full. It's the anti-Mikey ring. Mikey loves his slang. I think he actually loves dodging these days more than he loves slang. So I can't really reach this guy, but that's fine. I don't know that spell. What do I have it be? Nope, that's not what I wanted. So these spells have a bit of spell hunger, but it's manageable, I guess. Oh, from the bad Gnoll game. Yeah. Let's see. Gnoll challenge. Problem is the keyword has to, like I said, the keyword is broken. So you need to find. Oh, I see. Okay. Take that query that you see right there. I'm not going to type it in chat. Take that query and. Oh, you have to. Nah, it's not going to work. You have to get the right belong. So I'll have to fix that later. You need to make sure that it's the right one. But you could look up Hellmonk. I think he did it, right? So let's see. Does he have one? If he didn't do it, Mybe did. I believe Mybe did it. One of those guys did it. Wow, did those fakers actually not... Yermak? 2001... That is during the tournament, so that's not right. That's also apparently it's right before the tournament. That one might be it. Check out that one. See if that one, if you see stats that are all 7, that's it. Yeah, I messed up the keyword, so the command won't work, but I can fix that after the stream. You're V2. we have here? Potions. Could do some scrolls. Oh, holy crap, dude. That's a stack of 4 requirements? Oh my god. Oh wow, boo-hoo. He had a tough V2. And yet he won. And yet he won. I feel like I've gotten a stack of 3. Yeah, this, I don't know if this was 4. It might have only been 3, but it's a stack. What are we gonna do? So I need to take another quick break. So is my acquire pole command, does it work? Now is the time to find out. Acquire pole command. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'll be back in just a minute. Everybody can, yeah, go ahead and vote for food acquirement because that's what you're going to vote for. I'm not stupid. But I'll be back in just a second. We can, I guess we'll acquire a few things.
Ride 'em, cowboy!
And we're back. I see There's a command to check it. Oh, trust me, Reels. Trust me, they are trolls with polls. Do a crawl stream and make a poll if you if you are at all doubtful if the evidence from this stream is not sufficient. I see one vote for food. There's a command like poll results. Does it work? It used to be inaccurate. Yeah, that actually looks like it's right. Yeah, I want to actually set that poll up so you can vote for multi, but sadly you can't do that from the Nightbot command. You have to set up the poll manually, which is kind of a pain. I wish that were not the case. Okay, I said I was back from break. I actually have to step away really quick. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. And we're back for real. Lord Yogi. Is that Lord Yogi? Master of Solomon's Key? Yep, we're hopefully going to continue the streak. It says here, yeah, familiar. It's all ogre now. What a great joke. Stream, yeah, I figured you had, but couldn't tell if that question was made in sarcastically. Apparently people want me to acquire gold. There is that really good ring, but man, this is the first of like 15 requirements. Okay, it's not 15, but it's a lot. Alright, so I guess we will start with gold. I actually want to see how many I have. 14. Wow, that's a terrible gold acquirement. I think that's enough to buy. It's not even enough to buy that ring. So how many? Yeah, that was seriously a stack of. Well, I had a stack of 4 requirement scrolls. Did I pick up? I don't even know. No, because it wasn't that one. I don't know where I picked it up, but holy crap. That's a lot of acquirement. You see, Yogi, all you gotta do is get 4 acquirement scrolls by layer 3, layer 5. That's all you need to get the streak. It's easy. It's free. Alright, so we got really crappy gold acquire. People voted for book, which is not the worst idea. Books are really nice for this species because I can use almost any spell. But I also can't really memorize any spells right now. So I could acquire gold again. I don't actually have much else to buy but that ring, and I don't need the ring immediately. But I'm not going to sit on acquire. Maybe I will wait. I don't know. Not IDing them. Yeah, I see. I'm always really. You look at my IDs. Like I actually need to ID this other stack here. Oh, I should have used identify. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, that was a waste. At this point, you can start to use ID scrolls. But I wasted one of the best scrolls. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I always ID early, ID often. Obviously, potions. But if you can ID a scroll, that's a good thing. Yeah, nothing but junk scrolls. Yeah, it is a really nice ring, and we're going to be picking that one up for sure. Where am I getting my R poison from? I also found the Brooch of Shielding, which is pretty great. That's right, the cloak. But Arlek, we are going into snake, so Arlek is go for snake. That's excellent. MR+++. I mean, you don't get many rings that are better than that as far as resistances go. So, yeah, acquire amnesia. I wish I could, actually. I wish I could. Oh, a staff acquirement would actually be kind of nice. But yeah, a weapon acquirement is really good here. I will do one book because it was also voted for. But I am going to acquire a weapon. A demon whip. I have to wield it, but that's okay. What? That is a interesting demon whip. Oh my god. Wow. That is certainly a demon whip. This is Zom's favorite demon whip right here. Noise, chaos. Yeah, it is the demon whip of untruth. Evocable rage. At least it's not star rage. Yeah, nothing bad could ever happen with this weapon. You said it, Schwer. What could go wrong with the demon whip of untruth by your side? Okay, so let's do book, because that was voted for. Necronomicon. Ah, see, this is where book acquirement is kind of cool based on your... Well, all right. So I was just about to praise book acquirement based on your skill weights, but this book had nothing to do with skill weights because all my skills are even. Wield the whip, get smarter, unwield it. Yeah, it's a swap. So I got Necronomicon, which is, this is interesting because that's, as most of you know, the gift, the capstone for Kiku has you choose between branding a pain weapon and getting the Necronomicon. So pain would have always been the better choice for me, but, oh, thank you for the host, Yogi. Appreciate that. But yeah, this would always be the better choice for me. Because pain would always be the better choice because it's just really good damage. All right, we've got one last acquire. What do I want to acquire? I could acquire staff. Staff of Wizardry would be a little bit handy. I'm not going to sit on any acquirement scrolls because that's usually just a bad idea. I could acquire armor. Let's do an armor because that's always the safest choice. Let's see, we have remove curse, I hope. Wow. Heard you like dex, so why don't you have some more dex? That's got to be a significant EV boost. 20? Okay, only 3. Honestly, it's a difference of 2 AC versus 3 EV. Well, that dex is pretty nice. Almost, I wish it had a little bit more enchant, then it would be an easier decision, but it's actually 1 point of AC is a little bit better. So it's slightly in favor of the boots. EV is always really good though. It's perhaps what Mikey would want. What is my AC? 14? Yeah, maybe I'll keep just the basic. It's actually fairly close. If you're doing melee though, that dex plus 8 probably gives you a nice little accuracy bonus, but honestly I think, well, with Gnoll that could be a thing because they are under-skilled for weapon. So I don't know, but chaos is scary. I could use chaos with this character though, I'm not gonna lie. Just have to be careful with it. Just gotta be careful, right? Why, yeah. I've got dev RNG, so all I have to do is rely on the dev RNG and everything will work. Couldn't see any problems arising from using the Chaos Whip. Anything really consistent. Zen's Sanctuary is pretty consistent. Yeah, that's why I was saying it's an accuracy boost when I only have 8 skill in M&F at Maces and Flails. It's a weapon you're going to have to use carefully. This is like maximum interest type of weapon. devs find this weapon, this whip, to be extremely emergent gameplay. Butterfly spotted. Need a butterfly plan. Deal with butterflies. Well, true, but I wasn't talking about... Somebody just asked, is there anything consistent in Crawl? I was just pointing out that Zin Sanctuary is actually pretty consistent. Oh, look! Wow, that's exciting, isn't it? Wasn't that interesting? Elephant goes invisible. Pretty interesting. I know I was interested. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a stream delay. My internet is pretty good, unlike how my computer has been. Nice. Oh, we really don't have a fog. Well, that's unfortunate. Come here, my friend. Alright. Up we go then. Yeah, my internet's pretty good, but no guarantees about my computer. Ever since this update, it's been like Chrome was acting a bit weird. Never update the day before you do a stream. I don't know what layer end we got. I haven't really gotten a sense of it yet. I see water though. Is it Gamafunk's ancient temple? Could it be? Oh, Kiku. Kiku protects you from your miscast necromantic spell. Necromantic? Is that really the right word? Sounds like I have a very unfortunate fetish. I'm just really into necromancy. It's a polywand. That's one you want to be careful. Oh, here's our friend Katoble. He's gonna hit me with a calcium cloud. I can take him down pretty easily with just Bolt of Drain. There's nothing wrong with liking necks. It's an interesting take. I hadn't thought about it that way. So yeah, I guess I wouldn't blame anyone who passed up on a weapon like this. I mean, its damage is great, and I've got all the spells I need to help manage something like the chaos effects, allies. You have allies up at all the time, and you're kind of careful about what you choose to fight and when you choose to fight it. Nice, Tumalo. Glad to hear it. Yep, we were watching Lord Yogi's stream of a Centaur Hunter last few nights back, a couple nights back. He found Stormbow and Zephyr in the same Centaur Hunter game. Pretty unfair.